Hi all, and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. We are getting some uplifting messages for you today, so if you've needed a bit of a pick-me-up, this is the reading for you. This is a timeless reading as well, guys, so you can be watching this at any time. The messages should still resonate for you. And the timestamps will be below and in the comment section. 3 piles as usual. Let's get straight into them, and here they are. Hello, my pile number 1. We are on to you. First pile of the day. So, guys, we are talking about an uplifting message for you, and I have Tarot and Oracle. So, let's get straight into it. With your Tarot, we have Death and Rebirth. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the Hermit card. For your Oracle, we've got New Beginnings, Flow, and Stillness. We also have the card Hope. We have the card Grace and Dreams as well there, okay? So, guys, I think your message is very, very straightforward. So the uplifting message here for you guys is there is an end coming to something that is not serving you. With that 9 of Wands card there, I mean, I feel like you guys have been through it. I think you've been put to the test quite a bit, perhaps by the universe. And, you know, you guys have held strong. You've stayed strong through it all. And with that Hope card there, I think you guys really have held hope in, you know, things turning out for the better, your situation changing, right? And with this Hermit card here, you know, you guys may have been spending some time you know, going inward here. This could have been some kind of a sort of journey through self, some sort of, you know, you could have even been doing some Dark Night of the Soul stuff, some shadow work, some healing here. You guys could have been going within too and doing some real deep spiritual understanding of self as well. Okay, so this could be about spiritual growth as well. But, you know, I feel like you guys have been taking some time out. And, you know, if you're not resonating with that, that could be coming up for you. You may feel like taking some time out just to sort of, you know, work on self for a little bit. And, you know, if you do that, or if you have been doing that, the results here are going to be very good. Now, with that 7 of Pentacles, you know, sometimes I know it can be hard when we don't get sort of instant gratification, instant, you know, sort of signs of the hard work that we're putting in is having an effect, you know, that it's giving us results. But the thing to remember too with this card is it does tell us to sort of have patience because, you know, not everything is instant and, you know, just like that. Things take time, right? And this could well be, you know, I just heard something to do with divine timing for some of you guys as well. And of course, if that is at play, then, you know, we're sort of powerless to really have any change on that. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. But, you know, I feel like for a lot of you, you have sort of kept that patience and sort of stayed strong with faith and hope in this situation turning out for the better, and you guys are going to start to see those results now. So this is that uplifting message for you, okay? So all that hard work that you've been doing on yourself, all the healing, all that going inward and figuring out, you know, who you are and all those kinds of things, whatever this is for you, right? This is going to start showing results now. And for anyone that maybe feels like, they're just on that beginning of the journey, know that this may take some time, but keep holding out that hope, okay? Because it will happen for you. You will see the results at the end of the day. And, your hard work will pay off. So there is some kind of rebirth here with this death card. Of course, the death speaks about endings, but it also promotes the beginning of something, because once something ends, we make way for the new. And of course, you have the new beginnings card here. So that is very apparent that a new start is coming here for you guys. New energy. The energy that you're currently in is shifting, okay, for the better. And, we have the dreams card here too, guys. So this could be something that you've really been hoping for, perhaps even praying for, speaking it out loud to the universe, or, what it is that you've really been wanting. This could be dreams too, in terms of aspirations and things that that you've really wanted to achieve within yourself and within perhaps your, external world. I feel like whatever this is, though, right, whatever you've been through, whatever transformation's happening here or has happened here, that you've been really working hard on, you've done it really gracefully with the grace card here. I just feel like, how do I explain? It's kind of like, I'm sort of seeing like how a building, can crumble, right? And it's really dramatic, and bits and pieces are falling everywhere, and there's smoke from the dust and stuff, or the dust particles are getting up into the sky, and it's all very dramatic and loud and noisy and all those kinds of things, right? But I just feel like you've just it's funny too, because actually I want to say, because I was watching recently, just popped up in my feed. It's not actually a thing that I ever really search for, but models, right, and how they trip up on the runway. But this was the one I saw the other day that popped up in my feed for whatever reason, was how they were falling gracefully. So like they sort of made it look like they didn't really fall, or it wasn't that much of a bother, and they just got up and they sort of carried on like it was nothing. And that kind of, if you can picture that, is kind of what I'm feeling here for you guys. That graceful sort of like, I'm okay, nothing happened, keep going, people, nothing happened. So I feel like that's kind of how people see that you've moved through these things. Maybe you don't see it that way, but I feel like it's been taken that way by others, and perhaps, obviously even by your spirit guide, seeing as it's being mentioned here. I just feel like there's something about, you've just done this transformation, the things you've been through have just happened so gracefully, and that's really beautiful. So the stillness card here, again, I feel like perhaps you've been taking some time out just to be with yourself, and have a peaceful moment, whether it's been through meditation, or it's been, just sort of sitting, watching nature, or any moment that you've had where there's been quiet and sort of a peace around you, that you've been able to, sit down and have a more clear head, because you don't have, a thousand things around you to distract you, or to, put you in certain moods and mindsets, right? So that's really good. And if that hasn't happened yet, this is a clue from your spirit guides here that this could be really helpful for you, just to take that quiet time, and be with self. So we have flow as well. So again, I feel like this is past tense. This is what I'm saying. The energy I'm feeling here is like you guys have already put in the hard work. And so this uplifting message is now the wheel's shifting again. Now things are turning. Now is the time for the new beginnings, and all of that stuff that you thought, I've done all this work. I still feel like I'm in this crap energy. I still feel like, things aren't maybe working out the way I wanted them to. You're going to see that shift now. You're going to see the wheel turn. You're going to see that change. And this is what this uplifting message is. So, I only feel like it's a small few of you that perhaps are on the start of this journey, right? When you need to know that this is bringing you in the near future, that wonderful change. But I feel like a lot of you, you're at the tail end of this, and this change is coming for you. That's the very next thing to happen, is this wonderful transformation. Oh, and I just heard, I don't know why I'm getting like all model and like I'm sorry guys, I have to be quite honest. I've always been a bit of a tomboy, and I'm not extremely girly. I don't actually wear makeup and all that stuff. That's just not me. So it seems really strange for me to be sort of wanting to talk suddenly about all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm girly. I'm just not girly. You know what I mean? But anyways, gotta be yourself, right? Authenticity is important. But anyways, I'm thinking of that old Pantene ad. If anyone knows it, it might have just been in Australia, but I don't know. Was it Pantene? I don't know. It was some brand, cosmetic brand, or it was like shampoo brand or something. And they said it doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen, right? And I think that is a message that you guys need to hear, right? It may not happen overnight, but trust that it will happen. Okay, so you will see the results. We have where are we here? Okay, so we have, sorry, I'm getting myself back on track because now my brain's going, was it a cosmetic brand or was it, sorry guys, right, back to what we're talking about. But I'm sure you get the message, right? Yeah, so we have the 10 of Cups, right? So you guys are coming into a period where you're going to be feeling so much more energy. You're going to be feeling like your cup is really filled up, emotionally happy here. There's a lot of contentment here, fulfillment, okay? So things are really shifting for you guys. And I'm looking at this 10 of Cups card too, because of course it's next to the Hermit. And it's just making me think of this person who's in, solitary, solitude. They are, just sort of by themselves. This person, to my eye, doesn't look lonely or anything, just looks like she's, in contemplation or whatever it is she might be doing. But, if you've been feeling lonely and things, I feel like that's changing as well, because you can see with the 10 of Cups here, you've got, two people, 2 kids, looking very happy and content. The kids are playing, having fun. And so I just see like there could be, more opportunities too for you to have fun, social outings and things like that with friends or family or whatever it is. So I feel like you're going to be surrounded by more people and things. You may have been that may not have been, sorry guys, an issue for you in terms of how do I put this? Maybe you had, friends and family and social invites and things, but you've been sort of staying away from that just to work on yourself. So I feel like you're going to be wanting to, start accepting those again and start going out and just feeling a whole lot better, guys. And we have the Queen of Wands, of course. So, definitely getting into your personal power here, feeling great about yourself. Just another whole level up, I feel like, guys, is really what I'm getting there. And, very passionate about life, passionate about anything that you're doing. In terms of dreams, if this is, your ambitions and things, I see you very happy, finally seeing results in regards to this, feeling really good about what it is that you're doing here and very passionate about it. And I just want to read the flowers and these cards. I love these cards. I only got them the other day and they're beautiful. So I just want to read the butterflies and the plants as well, just in case they mean anything to you guys. So with that Hope card, we've got Hawthorn there, and we've got Black Veined White. We've got, on the Dreams card, Royal Fern, Large Grass Yellow, and then Grace with Yellow Jasmine and Two-Tailed Pasha. So those might mean something to you guys. Maybe they're a local butterfly or something, or they're local plants, or you just happen to like those flowers, or whatever it is. It could mean something to you guys. I didn't want to leave that out just in case. For instance, with ferns actually mean something to me, so I think that's pretty. But yeah, so essentially, guys, the message for you is, your uplifting message is that you guys are coming in to a period of seeing results for all the hard work that you've been putting in, whether that has been some healing, whether you've just been going inward and, you know, figuring yourself out more. Maybe, you know, for some of you too, like I said, if this is in regards to a dream, something you've been working on, you've been sort of hiding yourself away a bit, been working really hard on this. And I'm just hearing now too, for some of you, this could have been a situation too where maybe you've sort of been working on something secretly, right? No one knows about it. For instance, let's say you've written a book, but no one knows that you even wanted to write, and no one knows that you you know, have been doing this, and you've been spending time alone just, you know, writing away, and now all of a sudden you're ready to have this book, you know, published, or you've been trying to get it published, and now, you know, it's been accepted by a publishing company, you know, for instance, and now, you know, the world's, you know, able to see it, things like that. You know, and as I said, for others of you, it could be healing, or it could be some kind of inward journey there. But whatever this is, you know, you guys are definitely seeing the results now for everything you've been through, the hard work you've put in, holding out that hope, sticking to your dreams. And like I said, whatever it is that you guys have been through there with the Nine of Wands in the past, I just feel like, you know, this transition, you've done it so gracefully, and I think people can really see that. And actually, it's funny with that grace card, because you've got the swan here on the stillness card, and I think swans are so wonderfully graceful as well. So I definitely think that that is a sign for you guys that, you know, this transition, it hasn't happened chaotically or anything like that. I think you guys have really just, you know, I'm seeing, it's showing me now, it was actually, yeah, it was funny. What was I watching the other day? Yeah, there's an Australian, I'll just say this before I leave, guys. There's an Australian comedian called Carl Barron, and if you're Aussie, you'll most likely know him, but if not, that's okay. You may want to look him up. You might find him funny. But anyways, I was watching one of his little skits yesterday, and he had done a joke. I've got to remember it now. He'd done a joke basically on how that's right. And he goes, I feel so much better when I do a little spin. You ever do like a fancy little spin? It's like, yeah. And it's like all of a sudden, you know, your mood just changes. So if you're not feeling too good, you do that little fancy spin, you know, and then you're like, yeah, I feel so much better now. And anyways, he was saying, you know, have you ever done that where you're walking somewhere, and then all of a sudden you say to yourself, oh, that's right, I was going to go do this. And so you turn around and you turn back, and of course you're talking to yourself at the same time. And then you say, oh, no, wait, actually, no, I'll do it later. And then you walk back the other way. And he said, can you imagine what other people think when they see you do this? You know, like this person just back, forth, talking to themselves. And, you know, people must think, you know, what are you doing? But in, you know, your head, you know what you're doing. You were just, you know, thinking about, oh, should I do this? No, actually, no, I won't. I'll go do this. And it seemed normal to you, but obviously to the outside world maybe doesn't look that way, right? But he said, but what if instead of doing the, oh, should I go and get my thing? No, I won't. And then just an awkward turn back. And he said, if you could put the spin in, right, when you're in that moment, and so you walk one way and then all of a sudden you do this great spin, oh no, I'll get it later, and then you walk back the other way, people would be like, oh, like how cool does that look, right? And he's just like so effortlessly just spin and then just keep walking, like, you know, you weren't doing anything, nothing happened. And I feel like if that made any sense to you guys, I'm not always the best at retelling those, that, you know, that's kind of how it's looked to the outside world. So well done, guys. That's fantastic. So this was your reading, guys. I really, really hope that it helped. I hope this was uplifting for you, because that was the point of today's reading. And I will hopefully catch you on the next reading. Now, guys, if you did like this reading, if you like my energy and my channel, please do like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. You know, I love doing these readings for you guys, and, you know, please, if you do enjoy them, share them, like, comment, whatever you want to do. I would really appreciate it. And like I said, if you are not already a part of the family, please do subscribe, because I would love to have you. So take care, guys, and I'll hopefully catch you on the next reading. Bye. Pile number 2, hello to you. So we are asking the spirit guides today, what is an uplifting message that you need to hear, okay? So if you've been looking out for something positive, a positive sign, hopefully this will be the message for you today. So let's start off. We've got Tarot, of course, and Oracle as usual. So you have the full card, guys. You've got the Six of Swords, the Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. We also have the card of action, flexibility, and opportunity. We have magnificence, we have friendship, and we have generosity. So let's get started. So guys, okay, let's go with the card that stands out the most first, and that's the Tower. So guys, I know the Tower isn't always, seen in the best light, but there is actually a positive side to the Tower card, and we'll get into that in just a second. So that paired with the Ten of Swords, so there is an ending here, guys, okay? Something is coming to an end. But you know what I see with this card, with the Ten of Swords, that they have, how they've sort of portrayed it here, is just looking at all those birds flying away, right? It's like one by one, you're letting go of things that, aren't meant to be in your life anymore, right? Things that maybe have already ended, in a sense, but you've just not been able to let go of. And, this could be other things as well, that, are coming to an end that haven't yet. But I just feel like that just, to me, feels so freeing and liberating to see just them as birds instead of swords this time. So it's like, one by one, you can sort of see them flying away, and it's like, just such a release and relief to have all that go. So there is an ending here, guys, and it is coming in the form of the Tower. Now, what I always say about the Tower, so the Tower is very similar to Death card in terms of these both represent endings. However, with the Death card, I always feel like it's more a choice to end something. Things are more on your terms, I feel like, when it's the Death card. With the Tower card, it can feel quite chaotic because it is more in terms of the universe coming in to sort of intervene, if you will, right? A little bit. And this usually happens, and I know sometimes this is hard to hear, but it usually happens, sorry guys, if we don't act on something, or we don't, if there's something that's not working for us in our lives, and we stick with it, we know we're not happy, we know it's not serving us, this could be anything, right? Then the universe sort of comes in and goes, okay, you're not making a decision here, you're not acting here, we're gonna have to do something, because, and it's not meant to be in a way that is something negative for you. It can feel really difficult sometimes going through these Tower moments because they do sort of happen quite abruptly. But the thing is, this is why I like on this card, we've got butterflies as well, because it's like, it may seem a bit chaotic and crazy when it's happening, but honestly, it's for the best. And it's just the universe saying, I'm sorry that, we sort of have to spring this on you, but it's going to happen because naturally this is just something that needs to end in your life. This is something that's not serving you anymore, and it's time for you to move on, because the universe, your spirit guides, your whole team up there, ancestors, everybody doesn't want to see you guys suffer any longer. They don't want to see you in a situation that's not serving you anymore. They don't want to see you unhappy. They don't want to see you unfulfilled, right? So this is where this Tower moment comes in, okay? But I promise you guys, this is leading you somewhere fantastic, somewhere really fantastic, okay? This ending may require you to take a leap of faith here, okay? You may be put in a situation where, and I kind of want to say, you've maybe got no chance but to jump, and into the unknown here, right? You may not know what's ahead, and that's often, the meaning here with the Fool, so he sort of takes that leap of faith without knowing the outcome, without knowing what could come of that action, right? But the Fool hopes for the best, and hopes to land on his or her feet, right? So you may be required to sort of have a bit of faith here in the universe while this is happening, and there may be a situation that presents itself where you may have to take a leap of faith, take a jump, head first into something here that may seem a little bit scary or a bit unknown, but it is going to turn out for the best. It's going to end up being the best thing for you guys. So that action here, and we've got the card action, right, has something to do here with the Six of Pentacles. So there's an offer coming in for you guys. Someone wants to help you out. Someone's coming in to help you out. There's some sort of aid here that's coming to you. Now, being Pentacles, right, this could be in the financial sense. So, for instance, if perhaps your situation has had a lot to do with your finances, someone could be coming in to, offer you something in terms of, so sort of saying like maybe this could be an investor, for instance, right? Or this could just be someone lending you money. We do have the card of friendship here, so this could come from a friend here, okay? Or someone that becomes a friend, thanks to this wonderful opportunity that they are giving you. And we do have the card here of opportunity, right? So someone's offering you something here, and they're saying, hey, here, please, accept my help, have this. I want to help you out. I want to see you in a better place. I want to see, things progress for you, so on and so forth. Please accept my helping hand, right? And as I said, because this is Pentacles, it doesn't have to be finances. It could be something else monetary, but we do assume that perhaps it is something physical that you're getting out of this. Some kind of opportunity, some kind of, as I said, finances or something else physical that really helps you out here. And it's someone that I feel like that's not asking for anything in return. They're just literally wanting to help you out. As I said, this could be a friend here that you already have in your life, but this could be someone that becomes a friend through this interaction, okay? And we do have the card here of generosity. So I feel like this person is very generous and will be very generous with you in terms of the help that they will be providing for you. But it's up to you, again, with this Fool card, whether you guys accept this help or not, okay? Now, Spirit is saying here to be flexible, okay? We have the card of flexibility. So it's important for you guys, while all this is happening, again, don't fight the tower. And trust me, I have learned that. Sometimes I've been really stubborn and going, no, this is not happening. No, it's not happening again. I'm not going through this again. No, right? But once you understand the whole meaning behind the Tower card, why it's happening, right? And trust me, actually, to be fair, when you go through quite a few Tower moments, you do start to sort of finally understand the message of, you know what? If I act on this earlier, the Tower moments don't always happen. Look, we can't always be, what's the word I'm after? We can't always be not subject to, Tower moments, right? Sometimes it's just a natural thing that does happen. But other times it is just like I said, sometimes it's spirit guides or the universe saying, oh, yeah, you're really not acting on this. This isn't serving you, or you're not making a decision here, so we're going to make one for you. And that's sometimes when this Tower moment comes in. But But, you know, so it can feel really chaotic, and you want to resist it sometimes, and you want to sort of, you know, do a bit of push and pull with the universe, right? It's a bit of a tug of war sort of scenario going on. And the universe is saying, look, just give in to what's happening. Just let go, right? Be more flexible here, and this will pan out in the way it's supposed to pan out, and it will be a lot easier for you than to struggle against it and try to fight for, realistically, you know, the thing that needs to end anyway, right? Because there is something in your life here that needs to come to an end, guys. So with this Six of Swords, you know, this is what we're doing here. We're moving on. We're moving to better times ahead. You guys are you know, moving into the calmer waters from the storm, right? So, but, you know, it's the same thing here with that flexibility and this whole imagery here on the Six of Swords, or even in the traditional sense, because they're still on a boat in the water. It's that thing of going with the tide, going with the flow. And, you know, sometimes, you know, we have to just go with it. There's no other choice but to just go with it. And but there's that promise here from the universe that it's leading you somewhere much better than where you are now. Okay, guys? That's the thing. That's what you guys need to do. You need to have that full energy here of that hope and that understanding that you will land on your feet, okay, from this jump, from this, you know, taking that leap of faith. And it's proven even more here because we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is your outcome, guys. This is where you're headed. So this is whatever you want it to be. This is your ultimate life, okay? Whatever that is for you, whether that's, you know, marriage, whether that's having kids, whether that's, you know, the house and, you know, all those kinds of things, the perfect job, whatever it is, you know, this is your dream life coming to fruition here by accepting some help here, right? By taking this opportunity, by taking that leap of faith, okay? This is going to lead you to this wonderful Ten of Pentacles. And you're going to eventually look back on this and you're going to say, wow, you know, I'm so glad that I didn't fight this Tower moment, that I didn't, you know, that I didn't stay in this, the energy that I was in before, that I let it come to an end, and that I've now, you know, moved into this new phase of my life, because this is just so much, this is so much better. This is everything that I could have hoped for, right? And that's the thing. You are going to be rewarded here by the universe, excuse me, for, you know, taking that leap of faith. Just trust is what the universe keeps telling me. Just trust us. Just trust. Just trust. And you will see your whole life transform. Now, we have the card of Magnificence here too. Now, I see a few different things with this. I think that this Six of Pentacles energy, whoever this is that's coming in to help you out here, sees your magnificence, right? They back you. They have faith in you, right? So they see something in you that's unique, or, you know, just something really great about you, and they want to help you out here, okay? The other side of this is you're coming into your magnificence, right? You're coming into the best period of your life. You're coming into this fantastic Ten of Pentacles energy, and it is magnificent. But the other thing I want to say is this is what the universe sees in you as well, and this is why the universe is helping you out here. This is why your spirit guides are helping you out. You need this change. You know, I have this feeling, guys, that other people here are seeing things in you that perhaps you don't see in yourself. But if you can just have that faith in yourself, if you can have that belief, even just for this one moment of taking that leap into the unknown, it's going to pay off for you guys. It's going to pay off big time. So, guys, this was your reading. I really, really hope that this helped. Yeah, I hope that this was that uplifting message for you, okay? And, you know, like I always say, guys, you know, yeah, hang on, sorry, I just want to say, yeah, I just want to say, yeah, just don't be too closed off. I have a feeling some of you guys may have come from pile 1, and if you have, then, you know, hello again. But you may want to listen to pile 1 if you felt called, you know, if you were sort of choosing between pile 1 and pile 2. But I just want to say, and this is slightly based on pile 1's reading, you know, you guys, I think there's a bit of a collective message happening here where, and I trust me, because I've been in that energy myself a bit lately, and it's just, we really, really need to have more belief and faith in yourself, you know, see the magnificence in you, see the beauty in you, you know. I think we're not seeing it lately in ourselves. Other people are, but we're not, and I just think, you know, it's so important right now to take a chance on ourselves here and really have that, you know, sort of, we're sort of backing ourselves here, you know, we're the ones sort of, you know, talk yourself up and tell yourself how great you are. Next time you look in the mirror, guys, tell yourself how magnificent, right? How magnificent you are. And that you can do this, you've got this, right? You've got this, guys. So, you know, please do, if you can, take that leap of faith, take that step for yourself into a new positive, you know, journey here, because that is what the universe wants to bring you. And it is going to come through some form of help, like I said, perhaps a friend or someone that may become a friend for you. So that's, you know, that's always a wonderful thing, isn't it? Okay, right. So guys, that was your reading. Thank you once again. And guys, if you liked my channel, my energy, please like and subscribe, all right? And share, if you will, you know, if you feel called to do that, if you think that anybody you know might want to listen to this reading or any of my readings on my channel, please do. And I hopefully will see you on the next reading, guys. Take care. Until then, bye. Hey, part 3, so we are on to you guys. Hello. So this is your uplifting message for the day, guys, or night, whenever you're watching this. So we have tarot and oracle for you as per usual. So let's get into it. We have the 6 of Swords, we have the Judgment card, we have the 5 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. We also have miracles, embracing, purification. We have pride, persistence, and grace. So guys, I feel like for you guys are moving on from something. And look, seems to be this whole 3 piles today, I think is very much so a collective message. So you may, if you felt called to any of the other piles, go watch them if you feel like it. Or watch all 3, because honestly I think this is a collective message. But let's keep going. We had the 6 of Swords in pile 2, and we had Grace as well. Was that pile 2 or pile 1? But we've had Grace card as well today. Anyways, let's go. So yeah, you guys are moving into calmer waters, okay? You're getting away from the storm, all right? And we have the 6 of Cups underneath it here. So I do feel like perhaps this is something, I'm feeling a couple of things here actually. I feel like some of you guys are moving on from the past. So, you know, you're walking away and letting the dust settle if there's been, you know, a bit of chaos or destruction or something that's gone on. Well, that was a bit of a strong word, destruction. I don't quite mean it like that. But, you know, if there's been a bit of, you know, chaos or something that's happened in the past, you're leaving that behind now. You are moving on from that. And I'll get more into that because I have some ideas about what that might be. So, but also with the 6 of Cups, I feel like for some of you, this is sort of returning to a version of yourself, like, I mean, we can say the inner child, right? We could say maybe you're tapping into your inner child, getting more in touch with your inner child, or reconnecting, rather, with your inner child, because, of course, that inner child is always with us, no matter how old we get. But, for some of you, this just could be sort of like I feel like it's just a returning to self. So it's like maybe you feel like recently the things that, you've gone through, whatever's happened within yourself or perhaps your environment, you're moving away from the chaos or anything that's not serving you, and returning to a version of self that puts you in a state of calm, and sort of where you feel like this is me, this is who I am, I feel good about myself, right? So that could be for some of you reconnecting with your inner child, or a version of self that you always felt really connected to, that maybe you felt you've sort of drifted from, over the time, maybe with things that have gone on in your life, and you're coming back to that. So we have the Judgment card here. So this transformation, this change here is, or as I say, perhaps returning to an understanding of self, returning to a version of self that you resonate with, that you feel is more authentic to you, is going to bring you a lot of freedom here. Feeling very liberated, feeling really good about yourself. And I think a lot is getting lifted here with this shift. So we have the Five of Wands here, which is what we need to address, because I think this is what you guys are dealing with. A lot of conflict, a lot of arguments, disagreements, and of course, because, this is the Five of Wands, and you can see, all the people on this card here. This may be numerous people perhaps in your environment that you've been dealing with that are bringing more chaotic energy into your life than they're bringing peace. And I think you're moving away from this. And I'm sort of energy I'm getting here is I'm feeling like, I sort of feel like no matter what has happened or what you've tried to do or how it's all played out, it's still sort of ended the same, where the conflict's not getting resolved. No one's agreeing to disagree or whatever the situation may be. And I think you're just sort of putting your hands up and saying, well, I'm done with being in this energy. I don't want the drama, and you are moving away from this. For some of you, this could be a bit of inner confusion of self, and you're getting back to your roots, what you know to be true about yourself, and sort of shifting out. Geez, that didn't come out very well, did it? I was going to say another word, and no, it wasn't the word you're thinking, but I was going to say another word. Shifting, I was going to say sifting is what I was going to say, is what I meant to say. Sifting out, right, the things that don't work. And that aren't serving you now, and it's sort of like, getting back to what you need and what's best for you. And with that Seven of Wands here, I see you really being at peace with yourself and being in a much better environment, and feeling really good about your life and where you are. And this may cause perhaps the people, if you resonate with this being people that you were dealing with, or an environment, situation that you were dealing with, that may, those people, or that sort of scenario, they may be seeing you, and how free you are, and how happier you are, and all that sort of stuff. And they may be some people may be a little bit jealous, they may be a bit envious. Some people may even want to try and knock you off your pedestal, but it's not going to happen. They're not going to do it, because you are protected, and you're shining brightly. So we have the card here of Pride. I do feel like a lot of this Five of Wands energy could have to do with pride. There could be a lot of people that are not willing to back down, people that the situation's not wanting to back down, whatever it is for you guys, right? You have to make it fit your situation, because this is a general reading. However, this could even have been you a little bit. Maybe you've realized, maybe I've had a bit too much pride, and so you've sort of shifting that a little bit within yourself. But pride isn't, of course, always a negative thing. I think, it can be a good thing sometimes to have a little bit of pride, but not too much pride, you know what I'm saying? And again, I want to say the same message here with this grace card that we've had in the other piles. I feel like this transition, whatever it is that you're doing here, it's just happening so gracefully, and people are going to see that grace within you. And that makes me connect to, sorry, hang on guys, just 1 second, please. Right, sorry about that. I felt like I was going to sneeze, guys. Okay, so that makes me connect here with this Judgment card and how you see that, sort of free version of herself just sort of coming out of the shell, you know what I'm saying? And it just, that makes me think of, she almost looks like a ballerina, so that makes me think of grace. We have persistence as well. So I think, in one way I want to say, I think, your situation or these people or whatever you're resonating with, this being, perhaps there's been some persistence on that side of things, where it sort of felt like, gosh, this just isn't going away. It's just being really, strong, and the energies sort of keeps coming, and I've just, that's it, I'm done. I'm going to leave, to get out of it. But also too, this could be, of course, and I feel this is more, what the energy is talking about is you being persistent here in, getting away from this energy and doing what is best for you and staying true to yourself and your needs. So, and I think that is very true here with the card of purification, because I do feel like, you're sort of cleansing your life, if you will, and, as I said, filtering out, sifting out what isn't needed anymore, and you're getting away from that, you're moving away from that into a much better environment and version of yourself. And here, the way she's got the bubble around her and how you can see through the bubble more clearly and it's more brighter, I think that does sort of signify not just yourself being protected here, but also like your environment sort of being a lot brighter and a lot happier as well. So I do think it could be, a mixture of things, right? Whether you're dealing with people or you're dealing with a scenario, or, as I said, an environment here. But all in all, the general energies around you that you're moving into are going to be so much better for you. So, as I said, with the Six of Swords, you're coming out of the storm into the calmer waters, right? So you're moving away from this energy. So yeah, and with the purification too, that always makes me think of sort of like authenticity, being your truest self, right? So getting rid of, shedding whatever doesn't serve you, whatever isn't true to you, and just being that, sunflower, right? That happy version, that pure version of yourself. And, people are going to see you shine. They are going to see you shine. And you can see here on the Seven of Wands, she's shining from within. And with the Ace of Wands here, we haven't talked about this yet. So this is you coming into a new beginning, of course. Aces always talk about new beginnings, but, this is a very passionate new beginning too. I feel like, I'm just feeling like this sense of feeling passionate about life again. Feeling really good about, hey, there's so many opportunities I have now. There's so many doors that I feel like have opened up for me. There's so many avenues I can go down. There's so many things I could be, and just feeling really optimistic again about life and, where it's taking you. And we have miracles here as well. And, I always talk about the double rainbow on this, so I think that's beautiful. And if you've ever seen a double rainbow, I think I have, actually, if I remember correctly, I think obviously a number of years ago. But, they are very beautiful, and, I think this could be a sign for you as well. Maybe if you see a double rainbow, then you'll know that, this is the change that's happening for you. But there is a miracle coming here. This may feel like a miracle that you're able to, persevere with all of this. Again, that persistence card, and get through it all, to come out the other end just feeling a lot freer and a lot more happier with self. And so we have, of course, embracing as well. So again, I do feel like you're embracing the change here. I don't feel there's any resistance here, and I feel like it's going to be a good thing for you to embrace what's ahead, because there are wonderful things ahead for you. This is really, really great, guys. So yeah, let me see. Is there anything else that I want to say here about any of this? Like I said, with that Six of Cups, I do feel like there's two different energies. So it's like you could be moving on from the past, but also I feel like it's in a way reconnecting with the past, but in a positive way. For some of you, as I said, I think you're coming back to a version of self. And I don't like turning these readings around to me or anything like that, but I only do it if I feel like, the message will resonate with you guys. But I am sort of understanding that in terms of, I feel like with myself, I'm not going to go into my life story here, but, it's been quite a journey, let's just put it that way. And, I think there was a turning point for me where I realized I kind of distanced myself from a lot of the things that I used to resonate with, that I felt were positive for me, and they were parts of me that I kind of realized I'd sort of drifted away from, or I'd let go of. And I couldn't really pinpoint it. I mean, I suppose if I really wanted to sit down and spend a lot of time on it, I probably could pinpoint how I drifted away from those things, whether it was other influences and that took me away, or, other people sort of, in my environment or something like that. But whatever it was, I sort of realized I had drifted from some things, and I thought, I used to love, simple things too, like a band, for instance. Like, I used to love listening to this band, but I haven't listened to them in so long. Why? And then realizing, like, because, this environment took me out of that and this and that, and I didn't feel like listening to it. And then all of a sudden, like, just a simple thing of, like, playing some of their music and then going, I love this song, and just feeling great. And then going, why don't I listen to these guys more? Why don't I make these a part of my daily routine even, like when I listen to my music at certain times of the day, like put one of their songs on, because it makes me feel good. I'm a kid, I was born late 80s, but also 90s. I was a 90s kid mainly. And, so a lot of 90s music does get me quite nostalgic, I will say. And there was some bands from the 90s that I hadn't listened to in a really long time, and I thought, I loved this so much as a kid, like to the point where I was just so deliriously happy listening to it, and it would just give me a certain vibe, and I just felt that vibe again as soon as I started putting it on, and I was like, why did I let go of this, why did I suddenly, like I can't be into that anymore, or I can't like that anymore. But I feel like, even though it's an external thing, I still felt like it was kind of a part of me, And so I thought, why did I let go of this? And so I brought some of those things back into my life, things that just make you feel good. And I feel like some of you are doing that. I feel like it's a bit of a journey back into the past. Some memories even, might get triggered here. And you go, oh, that's right, I used to like this, or I used to do this. And I think you're remembering some things, and you're bringing some stuff back in to create a new version of self, which I think you're going to find you're going to be really content with, and sort of happy that, you sort of formed a new version of self. But at the same time, it's like there's a contentment within it of, this is me, So I feel like this is where you guys are heading. And I'm really, really happy for you. That's fantastic. So good on you guys. Okay, this was your reading. I really, really hope that this helped. I hope that this resonated with you guys. And look, as I say, if you would like to leave a comment if it did resonate, or if you'd like to say hello or anything really, leave me a comment. I would love to read it. And, please do come back and watch more videos. I hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my channel, my energy, guys. And until next time, bye.